Have you ever been convicted of a crime?
Yes.
What was the crime of which you were convicted?
Two counts, one soliciting prostitution and procuring a minor for prostitution.
This is Jeffrey Epstein, and right now, he's sitting in an interrogation room, calmly denying allegations that would eventually destroy him. Watch his face, the slight smile, the calculated pauses. This is a man who has spent decades perfecting the art of deflection. A man who believes his secrets make him untouchable. But to understand how he got to this moment, sitting across from investigators, his empire crumbling, you have to go back to where it all began. (1974), the Dalton School, one of New York's most prestigious private institutions. And there he was, Jeffrey Epstein, teaching physics and mathematics to the children of America's power elite. He had no degree, no credencials, but he had something more valuable: access. Direct access to the fathers who ran Wall Street, the mothers who shaped high society. 1976, dismissed from Dalton for poor performance, but Epstein had already made his move. A student's father, Bear Stearns CEO Alan Greenberg, becomes his gateway to Wall Street. That single connection would change everything. Listen to how he describes his work. Fake, evasive, always dancing around the details. He abruptly leaves Bear Stearns for a Reg D violation and founds his own company, one that would remain cloaked in mystery for decades. 1987, Stephen Hoffenberg later identifies Epstein as the mastermind behind a Ponzi scheme that defrauded investors over $400 million. But watch, Epstein is never charged. The ghost slips away again. He purchases his own private island, Little St. James. To the outside world, paradise. But this would become the epicenter of his operation. And all the while, he's building his network. Celebrities, politicians, royalty, each relationship carefully cultivated, each connection a thread in his web of protection. He offered them luxury, privacy, and access to a life without limits. But the price of entry into Epstein's world was silence. Look at this again. Every question met with deflection. Every accusation dismissed with practiced ease. 2007, a secret deal with federal prosecutors. Not just immunity for him, but for any potential co-conspirators. An unprecedented level of protection. 13 months in prison, but with work release 12 hours a day in his own office. Justice, it seemed, was just another transaction for Jeffrey Epstein. This time will be different. New charges, new evidence, and a world that was finally paying attention.
But today, I'm going to have to assert my Sixth Amendment rights, my Fifth. I'd like to answer that question.
But before the full truth could emerge, Jeffrey found dead in his cell. The man who had deflected every question, evaded every charge, silenced, or so the official story goes.